Hello everybody. How y'all doing today? Siege here, back in Warframe again. So, I have to be quite honest with you, this morning, and last night, I was kind of thinking about what do I want to stream today, right? Like what do I want to stream? And I couldn't think of anything. So, I just figured today would be a nice little test for something that I want to do anyhow. All right. This is going to be a basic stream. We're going to do just a kind of bunch of random things today, right? Nothing really too themed. Like I usually at least try to, have a little idea behind what I'm going to stream on the day. But like honestly, I just couldn't really think of anything. So, first thing I want to do, just to kind of get the blood flowing, if you will. Obviously, money's always a nice thing. What I want to do is I want to do a run in the index. That's just going to be it's going to be, top tier, but I don't think we're going to stay in, right? We're just going to go in, we're going to get some money, we're going to shoot some things, grab a couple of those little green things, run around, grab some cash, and then we're going to head out, I think, to Solaris, right? In the process, what I want to do is try to knock out some Nightwave stuff. So, this is how it's going to be today. I hope you enjoy it. Index is still probably one of my favorite. Are you on my team or not? Favorite things in Warframe to this day. Just think it's a very interesting game type. Get out of my face. Need your little green thing. It's like I don't know. It's PvE in a game format that you can just kind of sit there and I don't know. It's not necessarily tied to anything, and I really appreciate it for that. It's the fact you can kind of go in, play a little bit, shoot some things. This would be, in my opinion, something that, like, if you had a group of people that you played with consistently, right? You guys could just go in here and play all night, make all kinds of little mini games out of it here. Going around with a particular amount of these little things on you and stuff. I don't know. But this is definitely the type of game I could sit there and play for hours and just, never really complain. Never really need to do anything else, Even, I guess you could make that, hey, give me that thing, right? The argument that it is a little bit kind of like repetitive, sure. I mean, it's not fun. Let's see who's over here. Hey, buddy. Yeah. Now, I have to say, recently, my two favorite frames to play with are Revenant and Wisp. Now, they don't necessarily fit the mold of what you need for every mission, so I don't use them constantly. But I really think they're they're two of the most unique frames. I like Revenant because you can really, with his Mesmer skin, you can just kind of not worry too much about getting shot. Stop it. Oh, really? Where? All right, where's your thing? Before we lose here, put that in. Get your 30 points. Keep the game going. It's one of the things that I always forget to get that stupid thing out of here. I always forget to do is watch the timer. you get so just like, engulfed in shooting and, just trying to kind of conserve what you're doing, because obviously once you start holding a bunch of those little whatever, I don't even know what they are. What are these things? Relic, trinket thingies. Grab that. I don't even know if there's actually nobody else in this group. Yeah. Not that it's not that we really need anybody. Okay. Treat my own guys. No, nice. Anybody else actually putting points into our team? God, those things are so annoying. That's not real. Here's one. Where's your thing? Nice, thank you. Appreciate you. Oh! Hey! Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat there. A second ago, there wasn't anything going on. How you all doing today? Let me get some in there. Let's see what we got. Leroy, Philippe, how are you guys doing? Let's see. Need to get to Nightwave. Yeah, that's exactly it. You gotta do your Nightwave. Although I will say, I still think Nightwave could offer some better rewards. Yes. Hey, where's your thing at, man? Do you ever think No, I don't think PvP is ever going to get any attention Warframe at this point. I think that we're so far into the game. There's so many PvE activities, right? Well, wow, I thought that was an enemy. That I don't think that it makes any sense for them to even play that part of the game up anymore, because it's to be nice. It's just not something that they focused in, but like, it's not a good game type either. The problem I see, at least, like I can put into words what I think is the issue with Warframe, in that the guns are not even close to precise enough for the amount of movement that's required for like or precision too, that was required for like an enjoyable PvP experience. Like for me, I get mad like when I'm playing Destiny. Is there a thing down in there? Oh man, let me get that. Oh shit, no. Damn it. I get mad whenever, like, I perceive that, say, like, lag was the problem behind me losing a gunfight. Like, I don't mind losing a gunfight 1v1. I do mind losing a gunfight if I won the gunfight, but either the dude was lagging out and he wasn't taking damage, or, you know, anything like that. Like, if you're like, sometimes your shots will, like, just, like, the bullets will ghost. Like, you know that you're firing right at them, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Right? And that's how serious I think you have to be about PvP. And, like, when you play PvP in Warframe, like, you almost have to go into it with, like, the mentality of, I'm just going in here to enjoy myself. Because if you take it even the least bit serious, you're going to get so mad so fast. Because, like I said, there's just no precision. So, like, when it comes down to those serious moments, you know, where it's you versus another person, and oh, I died. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I for that reason, I do not see. You can see how serious I'm taking this right now too, but I don't see Warframe ever having like what I would call a successful PvP. Here's the other thing too. One of the things I will say, oh my God, we didn't even do it. See that? I wish I had more people in here. Oh well, I just wanted a little warm up. Anyhow, let's get on to Solaris. I think that when maybe I'm wrong on this, and you tell me, but when you're playing PvP, or even if you're playing PvE in Warframe, I can never tell what direction somebody's shooting me from. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't tell. So with that in mind, like when that's another thing that I feel like with Warframe's PvP is like it's never gonna happen because of these types of things that it's just not uh-oh, we got the dogs barking. Like I said, I don't know. I don't see the PvP ever becoming a thing in Warframe. I think it's there just to be there, and that's the reality of it. But I think that most of the what do you call it, the community is totally on board with that. Like they would rather the time be put into new content than ever looking back into Conclave. Right? Could be wrong on that. Hey, Elysium, how are you? I am pretty excited today. Well, okay. I'm excited because I know what I want to get out of today's stream, and that's basically to kind of level up a little bit, right? But
I never met a priest who could tell you anything about heaven, but they knew every square inch of hell.
Really?
They should. They built it.
Great. I need to kind of catch up on my Solaris standing, right? And because it's one of the things that I took a break right around the time in Warframe whenever Fortuna like just launched. Like I was playing it fairly regularly, and then I like Fortuna launched, and I went in a couple times, and I'll be honest, like I was not like excited about it at all. Like I just didn't. So now I got to do my Nightwave stuff too, but I'm gonna try to get like a couple things together here because we do need to get a kit gun. But of course, I don't know if I can afford anybody else. Well, I got the money, but I don't have the resources. See, that's like another thing. I don't have any of these resources here. Scrubba Exabrain. I got to go fishing. I don't even know how you get that. But that's what happens. You take a little bit of a break, and then you gotta come back. You gotta come back, and I think that's half the fun of a game like Warframe is that you can go away from it for a little while, come back in.
Make it quick. What's it gonna be?
All right. I don't have to be rude. Damn. Leveling up the Little Duck Syndicate. Atmos Systems is... Oh, God. Excellent. So, let's see where we're at here and what we can do first. We're getting close, right? So, and understand, like, I just haven't had any interest in coming down here. But what do I need? I need one more medical debt bond. This bond system is just like makes me want to like pull my hair out, if you will. So we got this. Let's see here. Yes, hopefully, with this level 3. Do I have on public? I hope so. No one joined me in the last one. Maybe I don't. I wasn't looking. Scuttle Guts. Let's see this kid go. What do you think about it? How do you feel about it? So I know I bring this up way too often, but like when you have issues with your hands, but you want to play video games, you have to. There are ways that you can mitigate the strain on your hands while you play, right? And I am going somewhere with this point. So you can obviously take time off, but if you want to continue to play, there are things you can do. Like one of the things that I do is I try to go for, unfortunately I'm not using it here, but I try to go for fully auto weapons, because that way I can, it's like much less pulling the trigger, if you will. And in the end, you know, it helps. Plus, it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt that, like, my favorite, I think, weapon type in any game is an auto rifle, so it works out well. But fully auto weapons are the way that I like to go. Just like I said, if for no other reason, just for less stress on my hands, right? You know, I'm not a huge fan of this. Oh, get wrecked, sir. Or maybe you're not a guy. I don't know. Nice job, Hop. Appreciate you. Let's go hide.
Once the coil drive hits the trap, protect it.
So what? The point I was going to make here is, what is the kit gun that's fully automatic with the highest magazine possible? I see it.
Right for the trap.
I see it. Oh shit! I was supposed to. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that they do that. They make the kit guns excellent.
And the board just lit up. Corpus response is en route. Get me access to that data.
You know what? I don't have my favorite. Oh. I don't have my favorite weapon on, like my crutch, the Zenistar. Whatever will I do? Hey, man, get out of here. Where'd you learn to drive? Here, I need you. Yeah, I'll take you too. It's like this is like what I love about Revenant. Like, literally, their army becomes your army. Really fast, too. So, who saw the dev stream and saw Goss? Oh yeah, see, look, someone did actually join me. Someone loves me. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that I have to hack the vehicle, huh? See, again, I don't really know exactly what I'm doing here with all this stuff. It is fun to kill. Highest magazine. Rattle Guts, that it's basically yeah. Well, this is for an old man's hands now, you know? I want to be able to kill and, you know, like, be able to play long after. And it's funny that I'm saying this and using the Archiplasmor at the same time, but it's so good. Such a wonderful weapon. No, no, no. Here's my thing. You know, like, I'm totally cool with them adding as many Warframes as they want. If they're going to be, like, new and interesting, but, like, I don't... It seems as though a lot of what Goss does, it's just... It's almost like they're taking just abilities from other Warframes and putting them together instead of coming up with something, like, new. And, like, there's so many Warframes in the game. Oh, I guess there's Ghost Shop coming. That I don't see why you need to convolute ones with stuff like that. Like I said, if you come up with a concept that's cool, by all means, add the thing in there. But, hey, no bad, how are you?
Gonna need you to buy me more time, Sparky.
Ow! Alright, who's mine and who isn't? Okay, there's another person. I mean, I don't know if we necessarily needed another person. Hey, buddy. Nothing like that. Yeah, this thing's taking some kind of thing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the bonus. Holy hell.
Yes, hack complete. We have what we came
Ooh,
for.
okay.
Check its data mass. 1 second.
Hey! Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. When in doubt, pull the brain.
Yeah, I mean,
down and see what it
I think, like I said, I love Revenant, but yeah, I do remember what he was like right away, and that was, you know, it was a swing and a miss. But I love him now. Like, I especially love him in a defense mission, because it seems like when everything's crowding around one area and you use your 4, like, nothing can really do anything against it, so. I'm gonna need some peeps on this one. Do they want to join my squad?
Starting a remote hack. Once I'm done, it should teleport into the waiting arms of one of our people, far from here. And they're gonna try to wreck it rather than let us take it. Hold them off while I get this done.
I do love Archiplasm more, but I think I have Archiplasm more. So I don't want another one. I want something different. And I have like a really good Riven on Archiplasm. Although I will say, Simodius is really starting to piss me off with how often he's nerfing my Riven. That I spent a lot of time rolling. A lot of time getting Kuba for. Man, I wish I had my Zenithstar. It's almost like having a security blanket in the game, and then you don't have your security blanket. I feel naked, and I'm scared. I'm just gonna stay by this guy right here. Oh, damn. Water ring.
Yeah, run, you muckers. Chase him.
Sharing is caring. Ooh, the Heck's a good weapon. If you get like that's so I know that like people don't like the Riven system, right? I know that people don't. But like my unpopular opinion is I love the Riven system. I really love it. Because it's like one of those things that okay. You can, like, so many times in this game now, I have gotten a Riven for a weapon that I had absolutely no interest whatsoever in playing with. And I would have probably never done anything more than just leveled it up to 30, and then deleted it, you know, because it just wasn't something that I wanted. Ferox was a good example. Trying to think of a couple other weapons that, like, I'll have to go through the list of ribbons that I have. The Axe Samadhi. I mean, most of all my melee weapons that I used, you know, prior to me getting a Zenistar ribbon. Hey, I needed one of them things. They do exist. Anyway, so they get the, you know, these guns come out of the clear blue, or the ribbon you get, and if you, oh, we got another one? If you get that ribbon on there and you like take the time to build it, like, especially if you get a good enough ribbon, like, you can find yourself a true gem. Like, I have the Tenora, and I have a half-decent ribbon on it. With multi-shot and reload speed, and it just wrecks. I love that about the ribbons. I love it. You know, I just love the idea of, like, when you get a ribbon, like, now, I don't ask for a ribbon for a weapon. Like, I just kind of let it happen, and then I'll build the weapon and see what it's like, you know? Hey, how come my oh, you did it.
Pull that data now, Sparky, or it's gone.
I didn't trigger the alarm. Wasn't me. Let's get this thing out of the way. I think that guy got it.
I got it. It's okay.
All right.
We got it. Let's never do that again. Anyway, listen.
I don't know any of these bounties either, by the way. And that's kind of nice too. Is like when you get a ribbon for like a kit gun, right? We get a ribbon for a kit gun, then I think now we're talking. Even if it doesn't have like a really good disposition, I mean, any ribbon is better than, like, if you roll it enough, you're gonna get yourself something that's better than generally any two ribbons or any two regular mods put together. I don't know about those K drives. I really don't. I think they're just a big old waste of time. Well, I don't like the farming process either for ribbons, but what I will say is I guess it's a necessary evil to justify, like, you know, because in a lot of ways, like, that'll become your weapon. Like, for me, like I said, me using anything other than the Zenistar is like a really, really odd occurrence.
We need to get it decoded before the device fails.
You know?
Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. No.
And so,
Buffer.
okay, nice. You got that.
Accessing final transmission.
I don't know what she's even talking about.
Transmissions. I'm in.
Look, we're both doing
Taking
it at the same
a
time.
quick
Right.
look around. Itinerary, patrol log, coordinates, reports, blah blah blah.
I don't know. Like I said, I want a kit gun.
That's what I was afraid of.
That's what I'm here
The
for.
call was found.
See, in fact, that's the only thing I'm here for. I don't even care about the
Any
profit taker thing.
survivors? Here.
I want to be able to build a kit gun. That's all I care about.
If they're still alive, our team will be here.
Tell you what, though, Solaris is really, or I mean, whatever, Fortuna, this whole area, whatever, is really
Here
pretty.
come the taxmen.
I don't know. You better just stay where you're. Just stay right there. Don't do anything. Speaking of ribbons, I just made 650 days. So I got the ribbon pack, right? And I was like totally excited when I got 3 ribbons. Like, that's amazing. And then I unveiled them. And like, amazingly enough, I wasn't excited anymore. I think I got a lotto for the pistol. I got what was the, oh man, they're all, oh, the burstin for the rifle. And some other piece of trash for the melee. I can't remember what it was, but like it was so disheartening. 3 chances for just something interesting. Like, and I've played with all those weapons already, so I know I hate the bursting. Like, I don't understand its place in the game with auto rifles. It's got 45 round magazine, and it fires in bursts. It doesn't do like insane. It doesn't do like ridiculous damage. So I don't. It needs a magazine like 100 rounds.
I'll pass their information on to our analysts and see what they make of it.
Well, like I said, it's pretty pretty here. I'll tell you another thing too. So, and this is not related to Fortuna, right? What are we doing here? Okay. All right, buddy. Just I'm gonna have to mute you there, pal. Appreciate you. All right, let's see here. Who is anybody going to be ambitious and get another bounty, or how are we gonna play this? Where does everybody go? I guess why not, right? It's here. La 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 la. Well, this is something that I like that they did. They actually like. Yeah, let me. Get that thing.
The first layer of security.
Awesome.
Take the mouse into the terminal, then make sure I'm not bothered. Oh, that kept nice. Taxman on the way. Hold him off while I finish up.
Well, you know what? There we go. The dance is amazing. That is like just my absolute favorite. One of my favorite. Wait, what do you do with it? I mean, like, you know, it's funny. I was recently looking through the kind of the new player thing, like, because I still have I have a character on PC that I started using, like started getting into, and like at the end of the day, oh, so what do you do with this thing?
Slot that data mass into the base terminal and I'll get to work. Still working. Keep them off my back.
What? Where is the base terminal? How come I can't slot this thing in? Oh, it looks nice. Alright, now what the hell? Now that I've cleared out the area, what do we do with this stupid data? What do I do with this thing? I can't, it won't let me do anything with it. Oh, okay, so there's already one in there. I was wondering, I'm like, what is happening here? Oh, buddy. You picked the wrong day to come out. The judge's Yeah, so what I was saying before, sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. What I do like is that it seems like with the onset of Fortuna, like they made it so that there's
Connection's good. We're open for business.
there's more like events that happen randomly in Fortuna than at least Cetus had. You know, like other than that, just the Lotus being annoying and coming on and saying, "Oh, you know, there's a group over there doing something. We gotta go do that right now." You know, and then if you didn't do it because you know you needed to fish or whatever, she'd get like really jacked at you. Oh, I got that Scrubba Exabrain, huh? So we didn't get even one medical debt bond. I like it.
Base locked down, comms up. Pick a run, and I'll patch you through.
Oh, there's like, okay, so that's nice. I'll also do a couple more, right? Get some stuff. I need it. I need it. You know? Plus, we'll get to see the kind of the landscape a little bit. I appreciate everybody joining me today. Without what I would call like a themed
The targets are
thing
where
with the
minerals
stream.
stockpile.
I usually try to like center something, you know,
Then, while
around
they're
that,
reeling,
but
we take everything they've got.
I keep telling everybody that I want to do like more streaming more
Draw
often.
security away.
And
Step
the
two,
major reason why I haven't is because like
Let's get started.
I don't really have a theme for every time. So like the fact that if you guys are just interested in like just watching, playing different games, you know, not necessarily with me saying, hey, we're going to do this or do that, then I'll definitely be able to do this more often if you enjoy it, you know.
Protect them.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, just gonna go up.
We got an excavator offline. It needs a power cell.
Anybody got one of them things? Oh, there's a couple of them to go. Yes, sir. Give me that. I guess just put it in anything, right? There's no sense in really... Let's get these things out of the way, too. Really sure about that damage system, the alarm thing, yet. I don't know if I love it or not. It's possible I don't love it. That's what I'm trying to say. Ooh. Hey, give me that thing. Yeah. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like the whole Lotus. Hey, how's he doing the chest beam? How do you do the chest beam? No. You know, how do you do the chest beam? I want it back. What are you doing there, buddy? Alright. Well, like I said, I appreciate the comments supporting basically just streaming whatever. Because then, like, if that's the case, we can try to do all kinds of these things. I just always feel like you have to have a, I don't know, like a structured situation. Probably one of the things I should work on, like not having to worry about so My OCD. I don't think I have this. Yeah. Oh, I got my first ephemera too. I don't know if anybody can see it there, but I got little purple grass. Purple grass right behind me. Who needs some of this? Nobody? Oh, good.
We're out with full tanks and every extractor still intact. Couldn't have asked for a better outcome. Alright, let's get back to it.
I don't know. Like, I feel like the Corpus should be more... They should be more dangerous because they seem like they're like not brutes. You know, the Grenier are like, they're like genetically created. I don't necessarily know like if that gives them like, you know, the ability to kind of reason. They're more like brute force, yes. They're like the Corpus at least seem like they would be the more intellectual.
You're making waves, dreamers. I can feel it.
There we go. Thanks, Nora. Appreciate you. We've officially grind Nightwave. Pick it up. Yeah. You know, like it's really a 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. I would say it really depends on the circumstances, that's all. That thing out of the way. Okay, distracted. Oh, this thing again? Did somebody put it in?
Just so you know, we hacked that terminal and your current base is gonna go dark.
I don't care, just... Okay, it's already in there. Why do they keep drawing? Okay, it's still bothering me. I don't know what I'm doing. It's not helping that they're like they're tricking me with these additional. I'm used to seeing things laying around and sticking them into a thing. You know, in a game. What are you shooting at, Red? We have still yet to receive a medical death body. Don't think I'm not keeping score, Warframe. You mind if I finish this bounty first real quick and then I come over? Thanks. Appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't fully level my Kavat yet, by the way. I'll put another form into him. He's the guy, yeah. The other one. Hey, thanks for the lens. I need those stupid bonds, man. Well, then give me the bonds.
Nothing riles the Corpus like income. Steal their cash, but do it fast.
So I hear, is Amisha getting nerfed now? They're going to do a rework of all the Arcwings?
I'm seeing alerts kicking off across the board. Don't let up. They figured out what we're up to right on schedule.
Ow! Ow!
Leg it. He won't linger.
Rude in her
There
optics.
goes the unit cohesion. Can't protect a stockpile if you can't protect your own rear end now, can ya?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing a bounty for those. Unless there's like Is there some other bounties I'm not aware of that like you can get other than the ones you can buy? Like I bought all those. That's true. Yeah. The corpus. Well, that apparently no one seems to mind losing anything in this game because I've killed so many Grineer and corpus and infested. At this point,
Resource cases are gonna be teleported to this site.
you know, and I'm certain that everybody else in chat has as well. So one can only assume that the true number of deaths that they've, you know, like they've actually dealt with at this point is incalculable. What? Are you kidding? Who lost?
Sharpen up, Sparky.
Why are you putting me like right in the middle of the thing? Look at that. I don't want to like. I don't like it.
Another shipment. Move fast.
What do you mean? Should I capture this one here first or what? Come on, man.
That's one for us. Luck has made off with one. Be more careful.
Are you kidding? I don't think I've ever lost. Well, you know what? I usually do these solos, so I'm not used to them spawning like a bunch
Got
of them.
more coming in.
Usually,
Pick him up.
you know. All right, God. Just wait. Oh, that's that guy over there.
Got it.
Crazy stuff. Hey, Bunny, how are you?
Mission's a wash. We're done here.
What? Why are you yelling at me? You guys, you died. How did you fail? Oh, boo. Nova, you died. You died. How did you die? Oh, man. Now I don't want to go fishing. How did you die? You better buckle it up for this next one here. You know what? I'll tell you what. Maybe what we should do. What do you think? I don't know. Should we go into Fortuna and try to get like a different? Should I just do it solo? Maybe that's
Weather
the way to
like
go.
this, I do not miss my organics. So, what do you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so disappointed.
Neff's getting serious about finding us.
Are those other two people streaming too? Like how?
Put a
How?
stop to this.
How did we fail that?
SU is back, but Neff's not taking it lying down. An enforcement squad is pulling.
Why is that thing still showing on the
Pulling
screen?
them off for questioning. Shut down the squad and find any survivors.
I still feel like I'm supposed to do something with it.
Our informant reports a
Alright.
world right.
I'm gonna have to start taking this seriously
Prep
now.
for ambush.
Again, I should. I'm without my crutch. It is a problem. I won't lie to you.
Sit tight and get ready to move.
Without the Zenistar, I do feel a little awkward. I won't lie. So this is a little strange. But now we're just gonna completely pay attention to what we're doing.
Once it hits the track,
I'm not going
get
to rely on. Stop it. That didn't happen. Phoenix, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't do it.
It's down.
All
Now
right.
crack the casing and plug me into the data nurse.
All right, kids. Let's buckle up this time. Get that out of the way. I don't know if, like, the best thing for me to do is just stay right by it here, maybe. That'll be, like, the best way to guarantee that nothing happens to the poor thing. I don't think we did any of, like, the bonus ones, which is, like I said, that's weird. Because usually when I do them solo, like, I do it again. I know, I understand. More stuff's spawning now that it's, you know, there's actually other people in the party. You're a terrible driver. Where are you going? Just grab a couple. Oh, well, just blow it up altogether. Wasn't trying to do that. Just wanted to give it a little tappy before it dropped off some people. Maybe take a little of their, you know, life force away, just a little bit. But then,
Progress. Keep the corpus off this thing just a bit longer.
alrighty. I don't know if it's not hitting or what's going on there. It's really weird. I don't think anybody else was shooting it from my group, but you could see like the health going down, but not really like, there we go. That's more of like the type of reaction I would expect from the ship. Alright. It is what it is.
In and out, quick and clean. Got us a solid lead on our objective. I need to land the enforcement squad's next move. Drones.
Alrighty.
Knock one down and I'll interrogate it.
So again, I like
One drone as ordered.
I like the ability to go from bounty to bounty to bounty. That's good. I'm glad they put that in there. Do you guys think in the chat that Warframe would ever make it so that you could adjust your arsenal in mission?
Rather than let it go, obviously. So, you know, stop that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could go in and grab, or like even make it so that you'd have access to like not just like one or two loadouts, but like you know, a bunch of things, enough to make it that you could stay in an area for a while and not really have to worry about anything. You know, just whatever situation came up, you know, you could like maybe carry 5 or 6 weapons with you and flip between them. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be cool though, like, especially with the bounty to bounty stuff. Like, you'd be able to move around. You know, I could see a perfect example would be like if you were in Cetus and you know you're out on it doing a bounty, and it goes from day to night, and you know you have your corrosive weapons on for like the day, but then you like flip over to like with radiation and stuff to deal with the night alarm. You know, so if you're just sitting out there, I don't know. It's not necessarily needed, but it would definitely be cool. I found myself a number of times being in a situation where I really wish I could grab something. You know, for.
You got their attention. Keep it up.
Oh God. Hold on.
And there he is, right on schedule. Target
No.
Take him down.
No. Oh God.
That's one mucker nobody's gonna miss. Got a lead on the squad's operation. Let's move. Sparky, the info you gathered points to an interrogation unit not far from you. Our our people are in that area. Make sure they're...
There's a lot of things on the map.
I knew some of these people. Search the bodies. Find any survivors.
Anybody?
Damaged. There's
Like you only have to
something in the
find the
buffer.
one and you're
We
good.
need to get it decoded before the device fails.
It's kind of interesting.
Accessing buffer. Analyzing. Password. No.
Oh, now that'd be
Buffer.
cool.
Some
Yeah.
final transmissions.
Be curious to see about that
Final
rail jack.
transmissions.
Like,
I'm in. Taking a quick look around. Patrol log coordinates.
it
Report.
seems a lot like.
They were jumped by a Corpus patrol.
I guess I should
I'm
probably
willing to
pay
bet they were
attention again.
taken
Huh?
here. Here we are. Find any survivors. Get them out.
How did that miss?
Here come the taxmen.
I was gonna say the. Where's this guy? Oh, okay, he's Sean. Railjack like had what seemed to me to be elements of like almost like No Man's Sky-ish, with like grinding for resources and or maybe Mass Effect Andromeda. Maybe that's better. Anybody else catch that vibe? And I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing. I guess what I am saying is I don't know if that's what I want from Warframe. I hope that doesn't come off as like being shitty. Like I played No Man's Sky. You know, it was cool. I played Andromeda where like you'd go to different places and you know, go to areas and set up farming things and you get new resources and they would, you know, contribute to the stuff that you could do. And I don't know. I don't know. I like Warframe's gunplay and stuff. We'll have to see. We'll just have to see. Because I don't think I know enough about it to actually be able to say, you know, what it is and what it isn't. But it just kind of gave me that vibe. And like the first thing I thought was like how much time will I have to devote to that sort of exploration, if you will, in order to make my railjack like
Good work.
worth,
We all know the risks, but losing people never gets easier.
or my, you know, whatever my Empyrean thing,
See what they can make of it.
make it like worth being able to use. You know, because I saw on the stream, or yeah, I think it was on the stream where they were talking about what is that over there? What is the waypoint? What is this person like? They were talking about like that if you didn't have the resources, that you'd kind of have to find like a player who already had the stuff. And I don't know. Like, if I want to do railjack, am I gonna have to go out and find somebody to?
If you want to trade the base you got for this one.
Or is it just like if you don't have a clan type thing? Star Trek Online. See, I don't know that one. Are we doing another? I thought somebody else was getting another bounty. Let's do one more with this crew. I still don't think I got one. I still haven't gotten a medical
Base
dead
locked
bomb.
down, comms up. Now, no time
Can
for a break.
Listen here, pal.
Always fancied a lifer action, me. Except
Give
you know,
me
an old injury.
a medical
In a version of having
effing
cauterized
deck
whole blood through
bond.
your parts.
I don't care about your story. I don't. I'm not doing this for anything but a bond. You understand me?
The taxmen have located a rich resource vein, but are keeping it hush-hush.
That's all I'm doing
We're
it
gonna
for.
locate their operation and take that ore for ourselves.
Oh yeah, I'm in a
The
clan.
next
Yeah.
resource field is gonna be tricky, but I've got a lead.
Yeah, it's our
I need you
dojo's
to ambush a coil drive. Plant it
amazing.
near the disable the
Really
drive,
cool.
then protect
Like,
it.
they
Once I've ripped
keep
its stick
adding
mass,
to it
get
as
out.
well. Like it's nice. Every time I walk in there, there's like
Wait for the trap,
something
then get
else
down
going
there.
on.
Remember,
You know, like
don't
they've
rip
added
its
more
data
stuff
mass.
to
We
it.
need that coil drive in one piece.
Are you leveled up yet? God, you're taking forever. Hey, buddy, you
There
can't
it is.
see me over here.
Steady.
Don't say anything to me.
Steady.
All right, now it's just me. I bought all the debt bonds I can buy right now. Unless I don't know how often do they. Do you need a clan? Oh well, let me talk to the people in my clan. I can't see why it would can't see why it would be an issue to get you in.
Boom! It's down. Now get me
All right,
access to
after
its
doing this
data
6 times, I finally know what it is. Ow. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Wait, did I get it? Oh, I thought I was doing this by myself. Yeah, bear in mind, Leroy, I'm on Xbox, so you got to be on that for mine. But if there's anybody in clan here or in the chat that has a clan that fits the needs, feel free to be an awesome person and reach out. Because I mean, having a clan in this game is being in a clan, especially one that plays and is keeping up with the game, is like such a benefit. Such a benefit. You know, more so than any other game that I've ever played, at least. Oh, nice. You got the Volt. Oh, you killed my thrall, man. Why you do that?
Getting there, getting there.
Go
Keep that coil
faster.
drive in one piece for a little longer.
We're doing our best over here. I'm running a million miles an hour with my volt speed. I wonder if this guy's like getting the last breaths of his volt play out before Goss comes. Oh, it was a good time. But there's a new speedster. It's like Reverse Flash showing up. Close that thing down.
Files extracted, and they hardly laid around on that coil.
There you go.
Whatever it's carrying is.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Please, just give me a medical dead one. Why can't I have one? How many times do you have to do this to prove
An
that I
emergency
want one?
transmission from one of Biz's survey teams has cut
I want 2, actually.
I have a feeling they found something they weren't meant to.
Look at that. The energy.
What happened here?
I don't know.
Search the body, Sparky. That's not everyone. Survivors must have escaped.
Why do you call me Sparky, by the way?
There's something in the buffer. We need to get it decoded before the device
Where?
fails.
Where did you
Accessing
find the
buffer.
peeps?
Analyzing.
Oh, yeah. I got this guy right here.
Password. No.
I don't know what's going. As far as like,
Final transmissions.
like I said, I bought all the bonds that I can buy with the number of
Control log coordinates, reports, blah blah blah.
with the number of
They were captured.
resources that I have.
Pointing
Like
location.
money's not an issue,
And
but
no one gets in your way.
because
Give them
I,
their business.
well,
This
let's
is the
be
place.
honest with you, I
Find them.
really haven't played in Fortuna very often. I don't have a lot of resources on top of the fact that like I don't have a lot of standing. So I'm kind of like starting really from scratch if you want to think about it.
Here
Like
come the taxmen.
I've been like the past couple weeks, if that. Uh-huh. I'm getting destroyed. Wow. That was crazy. Crazy damage from that thing. It's nice having a big one. Enemies. Where'd they go? Do like the nice open area too. Definitely one of the benefits of the open, or you know, whatever the open world versus those little tile sets. Which is another thing that I think you were talking about. A lot of Goss's new abilities seem like they're going to be kind of weird to use, like in regular missions, you know? Is that just me?
Hidden run that fast and clean since Biz
Please
was the
do,
business.
please do.
You did good work, Spot.
Yeah, I could always,
The
I
team had
could
solid
always
intel.
use that. Feel
Source
free.
cases are going to be teleported to the site I've just marked for you. Get there, intercept them, steal them, get out. Gather
And it's the
the
thing, like,
resources.
I just
Now's
want
the
the
time to hit
two
it. So hit it.
bounties, or dead bonds, and then I can actually do something else. Unfortunately, like,
That's your cue, Sparky.
oh, not this one again. That's one of the things I'm not really a big fan of, too, just with Warframe's leveling in general, is like, you can just hit these walls. Like, you might have everything else,
That's one for us.
right? But then a lot of RNG comes into play that forces you into a situation where you can't do anything about it. Like, you just got to deal with the fact that you're gonna have to wait, you know, weeks, whatever, months.
Another shipment.
Get off my case. Cat's just like chilling there looking at me like, what's going on, man? Hey buddy, get out of here. Yeah, man. Get off the case.
Obelisk reports a second beamer. Don't let the taxman lay a hand on any of it.
Wait, was that one captured or not? That's how you want it? Fair enough.
Got it. We've got more coming in. Pick him up.
Love that ability. So much fun. See, I don't like this one because they keep spawning. It's really hard to capture cases whenever you're in the spawn point.
And it leads us one
Oh, I wanna
step
fight that
closer
big
to our objective. New orders.
No.
This is it. The resource field we've been looking for. Excavators incoming.
No, I don't. Oh my god. Okay, the wheel can be kind of weird sometimes. I could have sworn I usually try to keep the Arcwing launcher at the bottom, but depending on which way you spin it, sometimes it doesn't work. And then you'll throw out a kinetic siphon trap or whatever them things are called.
Excavators incoming. The Corpus will attempt to disrupt operations. Prevent this. Find a power cell. Keep that excavator chugging. Resources en route to Solaris United. I need more days like this. We're done here.
Time's running out for those on my book, Stardust. What have you got for me?
They'll take a piece out of you. You come out the wrong way. For me? Slippery little brother. But we can fix that, don't you worry.
I have other options. You know where to find me.
The taxmen have imposed strict limits on the mining ventures we Solaris can undertake, which I don't approve of, but I can't do anything about. So, go out and do it for me. And you were as
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
These radio towers carry secret interplanetary communications. You are going to capture the towers and decode incoming messages.
All right, let's get to work.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now. radio tower.
Can you guys hear me? Curiously enough, I had a ribbon.
Online.
Oh, nobody said anything in the chat. I hope everybody's been able to hear me so far. I don't know if the... Looks like my mic was muted for a second there. I wasn't sure.
Tower lost.
Tower lost? Let's put that up. Nice.
This tower is ours now.
What do we need? D? Wait, is someone getting that
The
thing?
enemy captured a tower.
Who's down here? Foxy.
This tower is ours now.
Alright, we need A. I don't know where all the things are. I'm not used to actually doing the interception here. That's Charlie. Gotcha. Oh, that was a hit. I
We have
protest.
lost control of a tower.
Okay, you can hear it. Good. Just making sure. Just making sure. So it's a little low, though.
Captured a radio tower.
Maybe put it up a little bit. Okay, wait. How are we losing towers? There's 4 people.
We are dominating. Keep it up.
Well, I should hope
We've
so.
taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Oh, there's an argon crystal. I'm sure it'll go away before I get a chance to use it, unfortunately.
We have control of all 4 towers. We have lost control of a tower.
Oh my god. Let's get Kitty up here. Yeah, this is essentially this, like, loadout.
We are in total
Nyx,
control. Keep
Vex,
fighting.
or Vectus Prime.
Tower lost.
What? Oh my god. How do we keep losing these towers? This is what I always use for in my interceptions. If I have to do like a solo one, or one that I'm not 100% sure that people are going to be joining up for.
My Warframe is
This
strong.
tile set, though, seems a little wide for my
The
range.
enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Oh my
Tower
god.
captured. Beginning street mode now.
Another argon crystal. Not too shabby.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Oh, he's got all the fire over here. He's got all the fire. You know, I wish that I wish that more things were in this particular tile set. I love the way this thing looks. I know I say that in a lot of different streams, but I love this tile set. It's just so pretty. I like the just the aesthetics of it. I guess I'm gonna ever get a. I always gotta be way over here. Just trying to suppress my light. Did you see that?
The enemy
Hey, Oscar, what's up?
captured a tower.
Well, of course the enemy did. How do we have 4 people and allow that to happen then? I don't understand. Look, I'm staying over here all by myself.
Tower online.
Oh, Kitty's dead again? Yeah. Come on, Saren. Another Argon Crystal. Be better than that. Ooh, nice red crit. I like that. Yep.
We are in total control. Keep
Yes,
fighting.
we are. Let's stay that way once, right? Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do.
Tower lost.
Oh, come on. What? How?
Dominating. Keep it up.
Oh, see, it's not so easy to come in there this time either. Hey, it's an Argon Crystal. Oh, this is getting a shit ton. We're starting to come a little fast and furious, y'all. Ow, 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 ow. Do like the Vectus a lot. Hey! It's an Argon Crystal. The other one back here? Man, I wish I had something that needed them. Oh, you son of a bee. Stop moving. There we go. Nope. Hey, what? What were we doing there at the end? I was just standing around watching. How many times do I have to do this? Oh, there's still a couple enemies left?
We have
Oh, yeah,
successfully
quite a few
decoded
enemies.
the message. The area.
Now, what the hell does that do? So Kitty had that under control. Okay.
Good work
First
today.
mission.
Not only have we
Vor needs to show up.
transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
I don't want to play with Nyx anymore, though. She doesn't do any damage. Aura Forma Blueprint. If I know if I'm going to use that. Like at all. Let's see what other things. What's the next one? Mott. Really? You don't say no. Really? Really? Survival? Oh no. Survival, yeah. Alright, let's do that. Come on, I want to put someone else on. We're definitely not using Nyx for that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna go with theater. Be good. Now we're cooking with gas. And not you, Hobbs. Not you, Hobbs.
If I may say,
It's only 10 minutes.
your chosen Warframe suits you.
2 formas? 2 formas? Stop. Really? Okay, well, good. I'm glad I don't need it. Because I'm probably not going to build it. Wait, okay, so I've never got the Umbral format either. Okay, well, then why did you put me in there in the first place? Is that another one where it requires a ton of resources to even build after it's taken so long to get to in the first place? I love my Saren. The question is, how many Saren will there be?
Keep the enemy busy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for supplies. Ready? Trigger the alarm.
All right, let's get to work.
Let's be a decent fellow and at least wait. Rhino? You look like a newbie Rhino, though. I'm not going to lie to you. Frost? Uh-huh. And Wisp. Interesting crew.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to shut you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Alrighty, let's go to it. Already? Little Putin pop?
Let's go.
Alright, someone's gonna have to get Putin pop. I almost don't want to say it.
Get ready for a capsule.
I'm ready. I'm ready as we're gonna get. Way down there. We're not really infecting many people. I was gonna say we're not gonna get a lot of focus doing that sort of thing. That's another thing I have to work on is, oh my god, my focus is like... It's going to take a very long time to get it where it needs to be. I can tell you that right now. I don't think everybody knows how to do survival and to stay in one area. Or is this person Putin pop dying because they had somebody spawn on top of them? See, it's why you shouldn't go too far on your own. What in the hell? What are we doing? What are we doing exactly? Where are all the enemies? Guys,
Life support incoming.
what's happening? I bet he did. I'm gonna stay in this room, and hopefully we can get just a few people to kind of join us.
Another life support capsule is now available.
It's not looking like good for the home team though. Can play that right now. Anybody around want to play? Where's everybody at? Oh man. This is no good. Alright, where is everybody else at? They're like not even on the map. Oh my god.
Tenno, prepare for support.
There's nothing better than doing like a long survival run with a crew that like knows kind of like to be around. It doesn't have to be like, they don't have to know everything about it. They just have to know you have to stick together, right? Because you can really get a long run, and especially if you have a nice diverse crew of
Additional life support has arrived.
Warframes with you. But I will tell you something, it is like pulling teeth when people don't get the general concept. Putin Pop, how are you always down here? Where's your master at? There you go. Finally. Is this where we picking this spot? That'll do. Oh, no, I don't care about this shit.
That was a close one.
Do you not care about your creature? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's see if I can't reel everybody in.
Life support on the way.
I don't know if anybody cares. I don't, that poor dog, it just keeps dying. I don't know if like they forgot to mod it or something.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Somebody's killing something though. This is like the most boring. It's a shame. Like I can't even see where any of the people are. Like that's where. Did he put a frost bubble in here? Why? All right, so I found the people.
Life support coming.
Oh God. They're doing the challenge. I cannot save your creature any longer. Yeah, well, I'm done with little Putin Pop. I can tell you that right now.
Additional life support has arrived.
And there we go. Yeah, you know what? I usually go Necros and Survivals too. I was just, trying to have a little fun. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna happen. Oh god, it's getting tight in here. It's getting tight. No.
Tenno, prepare for life.
Sparks down. I'm not even gonna worry about the other guys. What we got? 40 seconds left. Yeah, we're fine. $69. Yeah, I think we should be fine. Well, depending on where the thing's at. Swazderla, Joe, how are you? Good to see ya. We're doing a survival here, and I'm not sure that the mission itself is necessarily the focus of everybody in the mission. How's that? Like, there's a few other... Ow, 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 ow. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it.
When you need it, extraction is ready.
Oh, we need it, all right.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
I wonder if they got the chest. It's weird, like I remember back in the day, like when you first started playing, that was like the awesome thing to try to get to the end of this, the chest thing, right? And then like you get into it a little bit, and you get to a point where it's not really like it doesn't really have any rewards that are worth anything. I mean, we are supposed to get out of here, right, guys? Is anybody coming? Uh-huh. Oh my goodness gracious. We got some treasure hunters in the house. We're in the void, baby. All the good shit's here. Woo! Wow, another one? Yeah, all the good stuff is in the void. Shit. Well, if they're going to grab it, I'm going to go grab it too, you know. And then, life's tough, man. I need all the Iatan stars I can get. Yeah, Void used to be the end game from what I hear. Now it's, well, I don't, what is really the end game? What's end game now? Eidolon hunts, maybe? I don't know. It's tough to say. Oh my goodness. What's going, where are you going? Ho!
Extraction is ready.
What's happening? If we fail because of you guys, I'm gonna be mad. I want you to know that up front. Like, if they take this from us, I was gonna say. I was like, I was seriously wondering if what's going on. See, I'm getting too upset with the newer players right now, you know. Like, I realize they don't understand, but at the same time, like, I feel like, guys, just do the mission. Don't worry about anything else. I'm like, there's okay. I would think we've done this. Okay. I'm gonna try to get a new squad for the next grouping. What's next? Oh, defense? Okay. 2% damage made. Who knows? Oh, I like that. I like the top one. What skin is that one? It's like fire, but it's like white fire. It looks good. I like it. This isn't so bad. I mean, I like these little gifted lotus things that they have each time. I like when they give the ribbons out. That's my favorite. It's kind of nice to get in there and do some different stuff, you know. I really didn't grind a ton of Nightwave because I really want to just do invasion missions and stuff like that. Oh, we got 2 Sarens, a Wisp. You know, I don't even... Yeah, let's just do it. We're fine. We'll be fine, I promise you. Put that there. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if I saw that correctly, but we might have 3 Saren? Nice. Nice and easy. See? I'd like to... now, see, there, to me, is like a section of the game that I feel like they're totally not even, like, trying to do anything with the operators. I was actually working on a video on this, but I really like to see an operator-only area. And I was kind of, like, hoping the Void would be it, right? Because you could make it, like, make sense lore-wise in the idea that, like, you know, maybe the Warframes can't go into the Void or something like that, you know? So you could only... You know, it'd be even cooler, I was thinking about the other day. What if there's the mount that we saw in the Duviri Paradox? Like, the Void was an operator-only area, and you actually could get mounts in that area, and that's how you would get around faster, versus, like, using your arc wings, and... You know, it would be, like, right in line. I think it'd be good for a couple reasons. One, it'd be right in line with, like, the lore and kind of the game itself, you know. We all use our operators, but we don't really use them that often, you know. They come out, you know, get some energy here and there. Sometimes if you're doing the Eidolon hunts, you know, you'll use them a little bit, but, like, you have this whole system of focus behind it that makes your operator, like, you know, more useful, and yet we really don't have any things in the game that, like, focus on the operator, right? just seems like it's given, like I said, given the fact that you can, unbind all that stuff with your, hey, it's an organ crystal. Unbind all that stuff, with the different schools, and you have all this stuff for your operator. Like, we rarely use that thing. FHB, how are you? Hey, Jeff, thank you. How is it going?
For the Lotus.
And that could be it. I mean, it's the color zones could designate that, but like I said, I would like more. I would like to see like an entire area where only the operators could do. And like what it would do, in my opinion, is it would force players to learn their operators better. You got this thing in there, and it's not really, I don't know, it just seems like it's underutilized. Yeah, there's the orchid snakes. I'm doing good. Yeah, I like the operator movement when you can do that, but then it has like a finite amount of range, and then you gotta kind of like wait for it, I just think it would be a neat thing in the game if they made it so that you could actually, like, you couldn't get around with your Warframes, because I feel like it would. Like I said, it would make people better with their operators, so when they were using operators in other parts of the game, they would understand them better. And then that would make it, like with the focus, it would make it more useful for all that grinding that you did, or still have to do in my case, to make your operator more powerful. Well, I agree with you, but that kind of gets back to my point with the Gauss thing. Like, at what point are there like too many Warframes? Because I like having new Warframe, but if they're just going to copy the powers of other Warframes and just keep overlapping each other, that's, I don't know, I'd rather them do something else then. Not to mention, like, there's so many Warframes in the game. Shit, there's more Warframes than game types. So, like, when you have, like, a stealth mission or something like that, there's multiple frames that work for stealth, There's multiple frames that work for damage. There's multiple frames that work for, like, crowd control. Like, a lot. And it almost gets to the point where, like, I feel like there's a lot of my Warframes are, like, completely underutilized. Because this Warframe does this stuff just a tiny bit better. Yeah, but it's true. But people still go back to, like, the quote-unquote, like, meta in the end. There's still a best. And so the majority of people use that unless it's like a frame that they're into. And I guess what I'm saying is if they took an entire year off of making Warframes, right, and focused on different game types, different areas specifically, and didn't do anything, and I just, like, did the Prime stuff, like they came out with the new primes and stuff, because they're not going to get rid of that, obviously, but didn't do any Warframes and only focused on areas and game types, would that be like the worst thing ever? Yeah. I almost feel like, in ways sometimes, and I think the community's on board with it too. It's not just DE doing it for the sake of DE, but like they mistake content, like a new Warframe, as content. I do not consider a new Warframe content. Like, if I'm doing all the same stuff, but just with a different ability, I don't consider that content. In the same way that, like, I don't consider, whenever Destiny came out with their new supers and stuff like that, like, that's not content. It's diversity, but it's not content. And I don't consider just releasing new guns content. If there's a thing associated with it to do, that's content to me. Well, exactly. It's easier to make new characters than it is new games types, and like I said, my question is like, in ways, is that becoming like the crutch? Like, well, we can't come up with anything new as far as a way to game, to make things interesting. So instead, we'll just come up with this Warframe. And again, I'm okay with it. But if then you're just going to start taking Warframes and just copying over abilities, like, I think even there's a bunch of Warframes, newer Warframes, that, really kind of do a similar thing to other ones. Like, I think you could make the case that, like, Gara, in a lot of ways has, or not Gara, but Korra has abilities from other Warframes. I'm trying to think of some Warframes that, like, just right off the top of my head, that, like, don't have anything unique.
We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Well, that was easy. Nice and simple. Simple. I think we got one more here, and it's a survival, right? And then we're going to get into the index, because I need my revenge. Let's just see if this group wants to just jump right back in again. Hopefully they do. Yeah. Oh, it's an exterminate? Oh, even better. I don't care if you're with me or not. That's my point. And again, that's what I'm saying. I don't care if you're coming out with new Warframes that have a bunch of new abilities with a new synergy, centered around this thing, whatever. Bring it on. But if you're just going to bring out Warframes for the sake of bringing out Warframes, I would rather you go back and do old Warframes and redo them. You know what? Let's just do this one solo. It's going to be a lot easier than having to deal with people. I'd rather you just, like I said, go back and revisit other things. Like, there's definitely some things in the game that could be what I, revisited for, like, the index. Why not add some other like rewards and stuff to the index other than just credits? It's a fun game type.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Orokin control. Wipe them all out.
All right, fake Lotus. I think that thing smacked him.
The Grenier should have known better than to walk into an Orokin tower unprepared. Let's
I agree
clean
with
up their
you.
mess.
Okay. I just got like 30 Argon crystals, so we're definitely good there. Hello, anybody home? Oh, you died too fast, buddy. I must say, Saren is something special. I would say in the time that I know, like, kind of had a variety to choose from, Warframe-wise, like, the Warframe that I've used the most so far is Frost. But Frost was also one of my first Warframes, right? So, with that in mind, like, I used Frost a lot before. I think I got him from, like, Twitch Prime or something. But past that, like, when I actually had frames that I could choose from, I think Saren is definitely the one I use the most. Her kit's like a little one-dimensional, but at the same time, if you want to kill shit, she's the frame. Hey Exo, how are you? Right, how are you? Sorry, I'm reading while I'm. Oh yeah, get that good sweet disease going across the whole map. Oh wait, I missed that thing? I protest.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find
Really?
extraction.
Okay. Oh, her little ephemera looks. That's the first energy color that's been light. Most of my energy colors are like dark, so I haven't been able to see it. But it looks like. Maybe. No, I guess I don't have it on there. What the hell was that?
Strike. We have to win this.
What was that? What was that little? 312, nice. What was that little effect that was in the back? All right, that was nothing. That was the easiest one out of them all.
That was a close one.
Hey, Tyrese. It's what? Let me ask you this: what game would I remember you by? Was it Warframe or was it something else that I played? Because I can tell you that like I said, I do want to. I'd like to start playing some other games too. Wouldn't mind hopping back into Monster Hunter World just to see what the world's like right now. Wouldn't mind jumping into Anthem to see what's the world's like there. Probably just to confirm that I don't want to play again for another 6 months or so, roughly. But you never know. I'm like, honestly, when it comes to Anthem, I'm to the point where it's like in the back of my head, I don't believe that it's even out yet. Right? Like it's it's still coming. Radiation. I guess it's fine. All right, let's do this.
Your chosen Warframe suits.
I don't know. Will it still be there in 6 months? I don't know. It seems like they want to. It seems like they want to try to put the work in to fix it. So, I'm glad because I spent money on it, and I would like to get something out of that investment. But at the same time, I don't know. I can tell you this, like for anybody that hasn't played it, the gameplay itself is very fun. The abilities and the comboing of like how you can kind of put this thing together with this thing, and then those two abilities, you know, do a synergistic effect to get more damage or whatever, is very, very fun. It's very fun. But like the story and the story structure of how like that was, oh my God, trying to like keep track of the story, because it was almost like there was like 3 different like storylines going on at once, right? And it was just really awkward to try to know which one was which. Like, what should I be paying attention to and what shouldn't I be? You know, am I doing the right line right now? Like, and then, you know, you'd get into one thing and you'd start doing it, and then you do another mission thinking, okay, this is just the next mission in line. And then you realize it's like, no, this was like kind of the story of a side, or this was like the beginning of a side thing. So there was that. The RNG for the RNG for the little ability things that you could get, the little augments, was atrocious. You would just get the same thing over and over and over again. How did I miss that? That sounded like another good shot. Hey, buddy. Yeah, this time I'm not gonna let it. We're gonna play nice and what I would call conservative this time. Shouldn't there be 2.2 of them now? Like I said, conservative. Put that in there. Got more time. It's all good. We're not going to fail. Yeah, getting back to Anthem, yeah, I think they did. Obviously, something went wrong there big time as far as, like, the idea of what they thought they could deliver versus what they actually delivered. And, boy, like, it's a shame because, I hate that stupid thing. Like I said, there's some real good stuff there. Some real good, real fun things. If they made, say they made like an Iron Man the game, right? Like, you have the blueprint right there. Again, conservative. Dude, stop dropping them things. I hate that shit. Cheating bastards. Okay, so I thought for a second there that, again, I'll just shoot at anything. Thank God there's no friendly fire in Warframe, but boy. Broke her down. I'll have that, thank you. Uh-huh. Oh, God. That almost went quite poorly. Oh, did they get that in there? Not that one they didn't. Nope, that one they didn't. Well, not that one specifically, right? Oh my God, bro. Will you please get those things out of here? Bitch. Who's doing weird stuff? Give me that. Come on. You know what? I'm not even taking the risk. I'll just go in there. Dunkaroo. Take some energy here. Do this thing there. Oh, you guys in those traps. I need something better than... Give me that right there. Give me my Arca. You really want that Roblox stream, don't you? One day, maybe. God, that'd be... I don't think would. That'd be like a game that I would never, ever consider playing other than being told to play it. Could someone please clean up your little fiery balls? Oh. I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna dunk it in there. Oh my God. Don't even say that though. 'Cause I don't know what I would do, man. I don't want to play Roblox. No offense to you Roblox lovers out there. It's just not my cup of tea, you know? Oh, man. No, thank you. Nope. No. We're going to stick to, I think, Warframe and Destiny and the games that we've already talked about. And we're not going to worry about the subs, okay? I kind of vowed this time around that if I was going to come back to YouTube, I wasn't going to let the number of subs that I had affect me one way or another. Like, just to come back, play with some people, do some funny videos periodically. People like it, great. If they don't, well, what are you going to do? Are you dead? No, you're not. Oh, you put that one up on the... Oh, these are people doing all kinds of shit over there. Bank a couple more points. What we got? Oh, yeah, we're fine. Sorry, Volt. I didn't mean to shoot you. You looked like somebody else. Somebody, Oh, well, didn't kill. Wow. That took a lot of shots. Oh, sorry, Volt again. Apologize. Let me get this stuff again. Oh. things are getting a little beefy now, aren't they? Whoever's got all the points, you can just drop them in there, buddy. Let me just end this thing. Anybody? Are you not dead yet? How do you keep getting your health back so fast? Dude, what ability is that? Oh, this son of a bitch took my thing. Well, got +2. It's 171 seconds. We are getting our sweet, sweet revenge. Boom! I just saw a video of Roblox that was Warframe and Destiny. I think we're good. Yes! Wow, those specters, man, they need work. They need work. But I do enjoy the index. Very fun. We're going to have to do another stream. Maybe we can get some people together from chat. We'll go in and try to get John Prodman again. That would be fun. At least we're going to get... Yeah, good point. Yeah. Well, I would say we did some good things today. Let me see how much money did we get out of that. Yeah, we got a little bit of cash. We got some cash out of it. I'm going to be doing a Destiny stream tomorrow. Yeah, no, Saver. I won't be doing that. That was like the Crown of Sorrow raid is like my least favorite raid of all of Destiny 2. I can't stand it. What I was going to say is tomorrow we're going to do a Destiny stream around the same time. If you guys are interested to come and join me, I appreciate you stopping by. I'm not sure what we're going to do there yet either. There is the possibility.
I will attempt to bypass this vault.
Now, there you go. That's what I should do, is use the streams to level up K drives. That's make it less monotonous. But I was going to say, there's a possibility we might try to go into Iron Banner tomorrow. But I will say this. I was playing a little Iron Banner last night, and I was trying to get some footage for it. I don't know if anybody else dealt with this, but, like, you can't see any of the players. Everybody's invisible. Like... It's the hardest thing I've ever dealt with. I would stream a raid, but the problem is I can't communicate with people unless everybody gets in on the thing, and they got to be willing to, we have to kind of set it up. It couldn't be something that was just done, kind of a spur of the moment. But I would be totally down with doing a raid streamed. You guys could really see how bad I am whenever I have to take orders. Yeah.
Kicking up dust all the way from Venus to Pluto.
I'm trying to speak here, Nora. Thank you. But at any rate, that's what I want to do tomorrow. So if you're interested, please stop by. We're going to do Warframe, obviously, next Saturday. I appreciate the guys coming, you all coming out and just enjoying the stream, kind of like a very unstructured one. If you're okay with this sort of thing, like I said, that allows me to feel more confident about the stuff I want to stream in the future here. So with that in mind, if I can feel confident about streaming it, then I will actually do more of it. Benefits everybody in the end, right? But at any rate, yes, the invisible people. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I had it last night. But at any rate, thank you for joining me again. Like I said, I will hopefully see a bunch of you tomorrow. But if not, have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll talk at you next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.